It happened. He finally did it. Ryan Garcia's son's Devin Haney. I don't think y'all understand me. I said Ryan Garcia son's Devin Haney. Literally. Man, oh man. The trolling continues. Ryan Garcia. He released this AI graphic trolling Devin Haney. Man, let the good time. So I made this graphic. I just, pick stitched them together. And look at Ryan Garcia in this AI graphic. And who is that? He got a baby Devin Haney. And he's saying he's Devin's father now. Oh, man. You gotta love boxing, bro. What the is this? What am I looking at, bro? You got Ryan Garcia from Victorville, and he said he Devin daddy now. Well, on his social media, he posted this AI graphic, and it says, "My son and I chillin'." And the caption reads under that, "No left hook papas." So he's still getting at Devin Haney for that left hook. And the fight happened 420. Crazy. Crazy. Ryan is a fool with this. This is funny. Listen, I know the Haneyacks, they're going to be mad. Their face is going to turn red. Steam pops out of their ear. Oh, you Osterine, and all this other goofy stuff. Listen, funny is funny. This is funny. Y'all can say whatever you want about Ryan. This is funny. So I don't really care what y'all talking about. It's always business. It's never nothing personal. Ryan got one. He continues to go at Devin Haney with extreme prejudice, and he is relentless, and he not playing no games. So he posted it on all his social media. This is his Instagram, and he posted the picture. This just looks crazy. That really looked like a baby Devin Haney. And it's like little JCPenney type photos that people used to do back in the day. This is crazy. And it says, I love my son. Don't like how he is suing me this Christmas, but it's all good. I guess I have to take the higher road and keep the Christmas cheer. No left hooks underneath the tree. This man is a maniac. He said no left hooks underneath the tree. Don't worry, my son. And to Grandpa Bill Haney, you don't get anything this year for not stopping the fight, ending up on the naughty list. I told y'all didn't want to listen. I told y'all I'm really the best in this industry, the best in the business, and it's not even close. Before this fight happened, the way Ryan was acting, and look, everybody laughing in the comment section. This is just, it's funny. It's hilarious. And it's at Devin Haney's expense. And I told you, I warned you guys before this stupid fight happened with Haney Garcia. The videos are still up. It's not like I delete videos. I told you what was to come. Ryan was acting bizarre. He was trolling, whatever he was doing. And the fight ultimately was a failure. It was a failure because the guy who claimed to be the A-side, Devin Haney, really wasn't the A-side. That got exposed, right? Because you were so fearful when Ryan missed weight that you let him take advantage and play you, and you just gave in. Like, what pro team is going to have a big fight as an undefeated fighter, and they're going to allow somebody to come in almost 4 pounds higher than the contracted weight and then say, like, that's all good and just run with that? If that was my fighter, I would never. maybe half a pound, you know, a couple ounces over, and then you just take some penalty money. But almost 4 pounds is egregious. And they didn't even put Ryan on a rehydration clause. So just a huge rookie mistake. And like I said, everybody's laughing. This is my post. What does it say? Haney is a BZ. I already know it's going to be negative. You know what I'm saying? The people going in, laughing, all at Devin's expense. I try to warn y'all. What was to come. And the funny thing is this. Bill Haney and the Haneyacks, they think by complaining and like crying about it, suing Ryan Garcia, they think all these things are going to change the public opinion. And from what I see, this is just my opinion. From what I see, the more they try to fight this and like, it's just getting worse and worse. The more they try to resist. Ida Pappy, they put in Life. They put in the Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence movie. 10 out of 10 quality post. Bro clocked his son in the head 3 times. Bro, these comments are funny. And again, the Haneyacks, they think like merely complaining and calling Ryan a cheater is somehow going to resurrect Devin's career to prior to the fight happening. And I'm telling you, this internet stuff is brutal. Boxing is brutal. Ryan's posting it, look, on all social media. He said, I'm enjoying the holidays with my son. He asked Santa Claus to teach him how to keep his right hand up. I love you, son. Don't worry. No left hooks for Christmas. So he has slight variations on each social media, and he's posting this. And I know people are probably dying laughing. And like I said, Devin Haney's the butt of this joke. And you really have to blame the Haneys. You let this guy act crazy. And I'm not saying they made him act crazy in the buildup, but you notice he was doing it. I would have called off the fight. I told you guys that before the fight even happened. I was like, I would have called it off because the tickets weren't selling. Ryan was acting bizarre and talking about aliens and time travel. And it became a situation to me, which is why I called it in the videos. Again, you guys can check those. It became a situation where it was a lose-lose situation, and I called this to a T for Devin Haney. But the Haneys are so pompous that they thought it don't matter what Ryan's doing. It don't matter if he's overweight. We could beat this guy no matter what. And I think part of it was because Devin was on a tear. He went and took some chances with Kambosos and went to Australia, right? He became undisputed in the Kambosos fight, fought Lomachenko, moved up in weight, beat Regis Prograis. But boxing has a funny way of humbling you. All these moves that were kind of proper. Now, mind you, the Lomachenko fight, some people thought it could have went either way, right? But they narrowly escaped and then moved out the weight class and didn't rematch Lomachenko. So the next performance that we can judge him off of is the Regis Prograis fight. And I went to that fight, and it was an excellent, superb performance. In my opinion, Devin's best. Not the best foe, because that would probably be Lomachenko, the best person that he's fought. But in terms of the performance, that was probably his best performance, most complete performance, right? And I think he was just feeling himself so much from that performance where he just thought Ryan had nothing for him. The other thing is the Haneys seem fixated with Tank Davis, in my opinion. So everything prior to this April 20th fight with Ryan was kind of about Tank Davis and trying to show him up and say you're ready for the Tank fight, these types of things, right? And I think they moved too quickly and they thought that Devin was ready for pay-per-view. In his third pay-per-view, he gets knocked off in a major way to the point where it's like, can you even put his next fight on pay-per-view? You know, I guess you could if you have the right opponent. So a lot was lost fighting Ryan Garcia. And I tried my best to warn people. People said I was hating. People said I didn't know what I was talking about, but clearly I did know what I was talking about, because now Ryan's still at it and he's not going to stop. You guys could keep crying, calling him a racist, talk about Osterine. He's not going to stop trolling Devin Haney, right? He's going to keep saying it was tainted supplement, and he's going to keep making jokes about the Haneys at their expense. And the whole lawsuit business, I made a detailed video. Part 2 is still coming. But again, you guys, thank you for the people who supported and sent cash apps and stuff. If you guys want me to curate those long detailed videos, it takes a little bit longer. And I got a sidebar videos like this in order to produce longer videos like that. So if you guys like it, various ways to support in the description. You know, it could be as simple as a like or a share or whatever. But I'm still working on that part 2. But definitely check out part 1 of Ryan Garcia's countersuit. And like I said, Devin, to me, is in no man's land. He's in a very, very difficult position. He feels cheated because Ryan had the Osterine in his system. He's using that as an excuse. A lot of people aren't buying that that's the only reason why he couldn't defend the left hook. And, you know, he's probably going to want significant money to come back. He might be a bit rattled mentally from the punishment he took versus Ryan. And then you got to look mentally. The fight game is, a lot of it is mental. Ryan keeps making jokes that's winning the crowd over at Devin's expense. So, you know, how is that mentally going to fare with you? Because if you look at public opinion, we'll just say it's been better for Devin Haney in the past. Right now, because to be honest, a turning point was the Lomachenko fight. There's a lot of fans that got mad and said that he lost the Lomachenko fight. And they've been mad at Devin Haney ever since the Lomachenko because they didn't feel that he won the fight, right? They didn't feel like he won the fight. So that became amplified and really like 10 times worse when he fought Ryan Garcia because of the nature of the fight and how he couldn't defend the left hook. And like I said, now Ryan is having fun with it, still making jokes about Devin Haney. He's countersuing Devin Haney. And it's just, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Devin said he was coming back in December. Well, Christmas is next week, and we still have no idea who Devin Haney is fighting. So I'm assuming that was a lie, and you're not actually fighting in December, considering the fact that there's been no announcement and considering the fact that Christmas is next week. And this is exactly what I predicted. Once again, something else I got correct. And in case you were wondering, or you want to double check my memory and fact check me, it was at the Joshua Dubois fight where Devin Haney told a reporter he's coming back in December. But again, you're running out of time with no announcement. You're not fighting in December, which is what I told you. So I think there's a major struggle. And here's the other thing. When you're suing, which Devin and the Haneys are doing, other promoters could look at that as you're a headache. You know what I mean? You got to, like, who wants to touch somebody that, pause, or who wants to touch somebody who's in the midst of a legal battle and suing somebody for battery and unjust enrichment over a fight that they eventually got overturned and doesn't even count as a loss? Like, who's going to, you know what I mean? Like, who's going to want to deal with, you know, somebody with baggage, I guess you could say. You got that. You come into a situation with baggage versus a random guy at 140 like Richardson Hitchens or Tito Mercado or Gary Antoine Russell, whoever. Like, they don't have nothing, like they're being sued for Diddy reasons, or they got baggage because their last fight Their stock dropped, and now they're suing everybody and suing the promoter. And then on top of that, at the Joshua Dubois, where Devin Haney said that he was going to fight in December, you start beefing with Eddie Hearn, which is also what I told you. So let's put this out there. Eddie Hearn didn't bid on your Sandor Martin fight, made videos about it. Top Rank did, and you screwed him over by not accepting. And Sandor Martin is now fighting on Tank's undercard with PBC when Top Rank, if Devin fought Sandor Martin, which they won the purse bid for that fight, they probably would have kept the fight on ESPN or on their platform. But Devin screwed him by not fighting his mandatory for whatever reason and becoming a champion in recess. So you kind of jerked Top Rank. You publicly dissed Eddie Hearn and said he's the fakest ninja and said, wow, Matchroom, I should have bid on my own fight. And Eddie Hearn has said some things to Andre Ward and in various interviews where he kind of threw you under the bus. So there's issues there, it looks like. Golden Boy, another major promoter, you're suing them. You're suing Oscar De La Hoya and dissing him, and your dad's dissing him. And he's doing clapback Thursdays like, hey, Devin, you're pathetic. You just can't sell. You want to check my books? You can audit me. I open my books to you. Come over. Like, De La Hoya is already telling you, like, you've been paid everything. So, again, just think about it. Devin Haney looks like a headache to a promoter. Suing one promoter, stiffing another promoter in terms of the purse bid, and not fighting your mandatory, which was a good comeback fight, in my opinion. And then the guy who promoted you for several fights, Eddie Hearn, you start dissing him and saying he's the fakest ninja you ever met. Again, I've already made videos about all this stuff. And then on top of that, even if none of that existed, your stock is extremely low because Ryan keeps bashing you and trolling you and saying he's your daddy and what happened in that fight. So, and you're probably delusional and want the type of money that you want, but your market value might not be there right now, right? So I'm just throw a random number. I don't know what his number is. Let's say to fight Richardson Hitchens, you want $8 million. He's the champion. They're probably not going to give a non-champion that type of money for a fight that has the potential to be like Haney versus Richardson Hitchens, which could be an awful fight potentially. Could be a slow burn type of fight, right? So again, Devin is in between a rock and a hard place, which is exactly what I said from the beginning. Ryan's on your helmet, and no matter how much the Haneyacks complain and cry and say, oh, boxing's ridiculous, you guys are supporting cheating. I mean, if you believe that, that's on you. Nobody's supporting cheating. I've never on my channel condoned cheating, but I've said what I've said regarding the situation, period. I am of the belief that Ostarine is not the number one drug somebody would take and only take it the week of the fight in order to jockey for an illegal advantage over an opponent. If you really want to ice somebody and you really want to destroy them in combat sports, you're going to test positive most likely for multiple things or some hardcore stuff, not Ostarine or SARM, right? And even you guys could feel whatever you want, but Ostarine is not going to give you impeccable timing. Ostarine is not going to make Ryan's reach longer, right? So the punches still have to get there. It's not going to give him longer arms. It's not going to like enhance certain things. It's not going to give you ring IQ, right? No more than buying a book gives you knowledge. You have to buy the book, read the book, implement and comprehend what's in the book to get the knowledge. You can't just go to Barnes and Noble, buy a book, and then now you're more knowledgeable, but it's just collecting dust and you haven't read it. So again, nobody's condoning cheating, but at the same time, even if you're on something like a SARM, like Ostarine, that's not a fix-all, end-all, where if you're lacking in many departments and you don't have confidence or you have a glass chin, Ostarine is not a fix-all where all of a sudden you become the ultimate warrior. This is not how that works. So Devin has flaws that need to be corrected. And when you watch him training, he looks like he's at least attempting to like protect his temple area because he was doing the bow and arrow jab. So this was funny by Ryan Garcia. I thought so. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, it is what it is, but Devin, we're still waiting for you to announce who you're fighting. This lawsuit is not helping things, especially since that's kind of up in the air. So we'll see how it all plays out. But Ryan Garcia continues to troll Devin Haney. And Devin Haney, I think if you look through any comment section, his stock is taking a major hit. And here's the thing, because when I say the truth, people get mad. The truth, we live in times where when you speak the truth, people will look at you sideways as if you're the liar. But everything I say is truthful. Like, for example, this is World Star. They got 46 million followers on World Star, right? They randomly posted Devin Haney. Let's look through the comments if y'all don't believe me. Look, first thing I see is a Ryan. Careful, those pads. Look, careful, those pads might have Ostarine. So when I say the public perception of Devin Haney's stock is down, I mean, here's what they think about you. He looks washed up. Left Hook has entered the chat. I mean, this is World Star, a random page with 42 million. Bro looks like he's recovering from a car accident. Me, myself, and Irene. See what I'm saying? I ain't found one good comment. He ain't been the same since Ryan took his O. Cry baby Haney. He's not the same after Ryan parked him. So don't ever come to my page and think you're going to change the programming by lying and saying, oh man, Ego, you're a hater. I'm showing you. This is what the crowd is saying. Now he puts his hands up because he got PTSD from that left hook. He a crybaby. Bro got demolished by Garcia. So everything, you heard this whole video, and I said his stock is down. I said his stock is down. I don't know if you guys could hear over the video, but bottom line is you just look through all those comments. If not, rewind this video and pause it. You might not have been able to hear me clearly, but either way, go look. The video comments they're really getting at Devin Haney. So don't come and say I'm a liar when the reality is everything I'm saying is oh so true. The comments are right here. I ain't even know he still boxed. Bro got demolished by Garcia. Just windmill him. He's a crybaby and it's a wrap. So everything I said was true in my video. Deuce.